So just to move on to another question that we've had come in is, this person's written, I have a fear of approaching women I'm attracted to. And I asked, like, what specifically do you find scary? It says it's the fear of being rejected. And also, I don't know what to say when I approach her. So yeah, as we said, one of the blocks in relationship, or in even being ready for a relationship, is that fear of rejection.
Yeah.
So the first part I would say is to work on yourself, develop a strong, check your self-esteem. Is your self-esteem conditional on outside things? Because often when we make our esteem conditional on external things, on what we do and what other people think and say about us and whether we achieve or not, if those things aren't in place, so if someone says something horrible, we take it very personally.
Yeah.
If we fail at a project, we feel like a failure.
Yeah.
So therefore, if we were to approach a girl and she's like, I ain't interested, we take it as a personal rejection.
Yeah.
That person's rejecting me, where it just might be she's in another relationship, or she's just not interested, or she's not closed. She's closed.
Or she's just come out of a relationship and she's really not interested at this point in time.
And it's nothing to do with you. It's probably all her stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is understanding then your sense of self, getting okay with you, with yourself. But then also when it comes to person, I don't know what to say when I approach her. I don't know if you have any tips.
I had something. Don't know where it went, but I was just thinking that if it comes to saying and there's a sense of being rejected, then in all likelihood I'd want to maybe say the perfect words or the right words so that I don't get that experience. Where if
and there are no perfect words.
And there are no perfect words. I don't know, maybe it's because we watch the movies and the guy walks up, that we have this perception that that's the way it is. I don't know, to the girl, and he has this like suave thing to say.
And the girl
No, but
so for me as a woman, to me a great way to start a conversation with someone is to talk about something that's you got in common. So we talk about building rapport with someone. The quickest way to build rapport with someone is to talk about what you have in common. Be like that person. So if you're in the mall and you see that she's looking at a particular shop, it's like, that is a lovely color, that dress in the window. I don't know. It's do you know what I mean? So it's nothing personal about the two of you, but it's something in that moment or in that environment that you can talk about.
Yeah.
It doesn't become personal, it's different to walk up and say, hey, can I have your number?
Yeah.
That might start like, who are you? But it's more like, talking, maybe it's finding a way if you're both in a clothes shop, and you don't know, it's to find two shirts that you're not sure, and then go up to the girl and say, listen, you look like you have a great sense of dress.
Yeah.
Do you mind just helping me? Is this color or this color better for me? Like holding them up. So it's just engaging with her, something that's more neutral.
Yeah.
Would be so yeah, I don't know if some of those things are a good starting point, but it's just understanding that when a girl rejects you, she's not rejecting you, she's just saying no to that possibility.
Yeah.
But for whatever reasons, and you probably will never know what they are, but they don't need to be personal about, don't take it on as that it's personal about you.
Yeah.
And see it as we were saying, so we got the building blocks, have that exploring mindset. See it as, let's just go and explore. And go and just almost like engage with people, just engage with them without all the meanings of, this is going to be, for a relationship and this has to be perfect and all those things. Just go, talk to the person.
Yeah. And then every opportunity becomes a learning opportunity. So if you go up to somebody and you give it a try to engage with them because you feel you're ready to, you're okay with who you are and you've got your building blocks in place, and you get a response like, please, I don't want to and I'm not interested, what is the learning from that for you? Instead of just going, oh, well, I'm terrible, is by having those building blocks in place, it'll allow you to do that. It's okay, what am I getting from this experience that next time when I'm in this position,
I could do something different.
Maybe I could do something differently. Maybe I could question them on that if I feel it's appropriate at that time, or maybe I could just say, okay, well, that way didn't work, you know, asking about shirt colors didn't work, but maybe next time around what I'll do is I'll just go and say just, hi, how are you? And see how that goes.
And your seminar, it may not work with the different color shirt colors may not work with that particular girl, it may work with another girl.
But it could work with another girl.
So we are all so different. There's no set way. For us, I think the listener and anyone else who relates to this kind of question, it's when you are strong within yourself, you won't even have this kind of question playing out. You'll just find that you naturally engage with people, you naturally talk to them, and you'll soon start picking up the signals whether someone's interested or not. In other words, it's also just another tip I've had just came to mind. Is before you even approach someone, is just to look at them, smile, give them a wink or something, and see if there's a response.
Yeah.
Because often, just from the way the person responds, they smile back, they keep your eye contact for just especially women.
A little bit longer.
A little bit. That means they're open. If they do not respond, if they look away, it means they're closed. So it's time to just read those kind of signals and not take it as a personal thing. As we said, they're probably closed because of their own blocks to finding love, or because they're literally not available.
Yeah. So maybe that could be a conversation starter. Well, I noticed that you looked at me when I looked at you. How are you? I wouldn't know, but it could be.
And the cliche, you have beautiful eyes. But that needs to be like congruent and the case. So with that in mind and answering those few questions, please, if you have any more, just pop them through on the chat.
Yeah.
We've then been explored quite a few of the blocks, and as you said, there are as many blocks as there are people.
Yeah.
The blocks, the resistances, the things that hold us back from finding love. We've also spoken about the building blocks, the things that we can put in place, having dealt with those past things, such that we are then more ready for a relationship, and even it creates then a strong foundation for relating.
Yeah.
And often in more areas than just the intimate relationship that we're talking about tonight, but in all kinds of relationships.
Yeah. And having this awareness, maybe for the listeners out there, for some, just having that awareness is good enough, and it'll set in motion some change in your life to get you more ready for that relationship.
And then to move you forward.
And to move forward, yeah. But for those that look for something more structured, or an accountability process, or need that process to work through their blocks and work on the building blocks, we have a suggestion for you this evening.
Yeah, we are running an exciting program called Relationship Readiness Circle to help you turn your blocks into building blocks and get ready for relationships.
Yeah.
We are very passionate about helping people get ready for intimate relationships of their dreams. And know how valuable these building blocks are, not just in intimate relationships, but often, as I said, in relating in so many ways.
Yeah.
But we know that these building blocks are really valuable in helping people get ready for the next step.
Yeah. So Telana, what are these relationship readiness circles?
So what we've done is being coaches and understanding the value that life coaching can bring to people, and we've developed a way of coaching that gives a person enough individual attention, enough group attention. So because we're working on relationships and relating as the skill, we want to bring people together in a group format over a course of 4 months. So there's group sessions, and then there's private individual sessions.
Yeah.
So that people can, within the group sessions, that's when a lot of the training comes, and a lot of information and learning about skills and the building blocks that we've been speaking about, the self-esteem, responsibility, emotions, accepting of ourselves in that. And then being very clear on what boundaries are and who we want to be in a relationship, what kind of relationship, without it going into the blocks of being too much of criteria lists and ideals. Being much more realistic about what we're looking for in a relationship. The 4-month process is broken up into a number of sessions over the 4 months, half of the sessions instead are a private one-on-one where you get enough personal attention to work through your personal blocks.
Yeah.
But there's also enough of group attention, so you learn from other people's experiences. You also learn to relate and to just be more open and to explore. So all the things we've been speaking about, you actually get within a safe place with people that are in a similar situation and trying to learn these things and develop the building blocks themselves. We create the safe space for people to practice that, if you want to call it, and to explore it, test it out, and just hear how other people are applying these ideas and working on them.
Mm-hmm.